New show that you can see tomorrow at the Dr. Phillips Center. And joining us this morning is comedian Paul Mecurio. Paul, good morning.
What's up, buddy? Good to meet you.
Yes.
Listen, I got to be honest with you. I'm a professional. I can't work this way. Matt, can you put some pants on? Come over here. This guy, look at this guy's got shorts on. This is a professional organization over here. And then I was looking at your laptop, just so people know. You think he's like doing the news? Amazon. He's buying sweaters.
No, that is Dr. Phillips Center. Looking at tickets for tomorrow night's show.
Oh my God. Okay.
So yeah,
I just ruined it for myself.
So Paul, a real comedian. You're making jokes left and right. Tell us about yourself and how you got into comedy.
Well, that's a very personal question. No, just kidding. So I was a lawyer on Wall Street. I was doing mergers and acquisition deals. I know, you're looking at me like, what? And I started writing jokes as a hobby, met Jay Leno at a private function, had a bunch of jokes, didn't plan to go into this, gave him the jokes. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
He really talks like they're letting helium out of a balloon very slowly. And then a week later, he called me, said, I'm going to do one of your jokes on The Tonight Show. He did it, paid me $50 for the joke. Boom. It blew my head off my shoulders, and then I started, I stayed in my job and then was living this like secret double life and everything. And that's kind of how it started, And
Wow,
then,
that's incredible. How did you juggle working, a full-time law job and then also
Oh, it was
pursuing...
crazy. I was sneaking out of work at dinner breaks, and I was working open mic nights, dive bars. One of the places I worked was called Downtown Beirut 2. It was bad, right?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of took off from there. And then at one point, I'm like, I got to jump ship and do this full time, or otherwise I'm going to regret it. And that's what I did.
commend you for taking that chance.
Yeah.
It has obviously led to a very successful career. You've worked on some very popular TV shows over that time and worked with some very talented directors and producers, which leads us to Permission to Speak. That's here in town this weekend.
Are you high maintenance in a relationship? Are you difficult?
Do not lie. Her standards are very high. I understand that it's good to have standards.
Like if I see a red flag, and it may not be a permanent red flag, it could just be a little something, I don't think that I should stick around for it. Like, fix it or I'm out.
Yeah, you're going to be alone the rest of your life. So these are the kind of stories I bring audience members on stage, they tell stories from their lives. We've had these incredible stories. The idea is we're disconnected. If we talk, share stories, we realize we have more in common than we think.
These are the type of stories that you're hearing. And you're riffing jokes on this and incorporating into your own life story.
Exactly. So there's stand-up in it, there's stories, we have beautiful animation done by J.J. Settlemeyer. It's directed by Frank Oz, who was the original Yoda, created the Muppets. And so it's a full theater experience, and it's been really fun because at the end of the show, it's actually connecting people. The idea is if we share stories, we realize we have more in common than we think, and maybe we're not so divisive. Not a political show, but it's just connecting people in a fun way. You got to come.
Paul, thanks so much. I have a wedding this weekend out of town.
Don't start with the weddings.
But here's more information about tickets. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.